Hi, I'm MacKenzie, and I'm a teacher at Hull High School.
Okay, and over here, tell us who we have over here.
This is my wife, Joanne Sanders, and my son, Lucas.
Hello.
It happened a week ago Sunday. It was about 11 o'clock in the morning. Sitting right here on the pier with my friend Tim Anderson, and we were just talking, and at that point I heard somebody yelling in Spanish over here.
It was over here. Now, it was like some people were fishing over here.
He started yelling in Spanish, and he said agua, and I knew that meant water, and so I got up, and I could tell by the tone of his voice that he was like excited.
Yeah.
And I saw a hat in the water, and then another man jumped in the water, and at that point the man whose hat it was in the water came up, and I could see that he was drowning.
Wow. So what did you do?
So at that point I started running over here because I knew this is the way down to this dock down here.
Okay, so you basically ran down here. There's a ramp down here. You went all the way down to this ramp down here.
Yeah.
And then you jumped in.
Yeah.
Okay, and you were able to rescue him?
Yeah, the guy who had jumped in after him, when I got down, I was standing on the dock taking off my shirt, and I realized he could barely swim. The guy who was trying to save him was just doing the dog paddle.
Oh, no.
And so I jumped in, and the guy who couldn't swim just kind of swam over to the dock, and I grabbed the guy. Oh, and by the time I got down there, he had gone under, and he came up again. And when I got down there, I could see him, and like his eyes had rolled up to the back of his head. I could only see the whites of his eyes, and the water was coming out of his mouth. And just grabbed him around the neck like they taught me how to do when I was in Boy Scouts. Tried to swim in with him, and he was pretty much unconscious at the time. And then he kind of came to, grabbed me by my shorts, and he pulled us both under.
Oh, no.
And at that point, I just broke away from him and reached out my arm to him. And I was able to grab his arm, but I didn't want him to get too close to me because I thought
It'd grab you down
under
again. Yeah.
And then I just kind of pulled him over, and by that time we were over on the beach, and I could stand up, and I just told him to stand up. And then I started yelling, and another man came in off the beach and helped me get him the rest of the way in.
Oh, that's great. Now, once he got in, did people do CPR on him? Or?
No, I don't really know what happened. They got him back up onto the pier, and then apparently there was a cop in a boat over here the whole time.
Okay.
I think he was from Hingham. And he came over, and he called the ambulance and everything, and they got there really fast.
Oh, wow. That is great. Do you know if he's okay? Or?
I don't know. I have no idea, because I didn't get his name or anything. I'm sure the fire department probably has his name.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that. What I did hear is this is not the first time you've rescued somebody. Is that true?
Yes, it is true.
What else has happened?
A couple of summers ago, we witnessed a really bad car accident that had flipped over a few times on the highway in Arizona, and it was on its side. There were a bunch of people trapped in it, and I was the first. My son Ian and I were the first ones on the scene. He was 16 at the time, and the car was on its side. It was smoking, and people just in it were screaming. It turned out there were two mothers and I think 4 children in the car. And I got the mothers out, and then I couldn't get the baby out of the car seat, so I had to climb all the way in the car, inside the car. And while I was in there, somebody was screaming, "It's on fire!" And so I got the baby out of the car seat. Anyways, and then we thought we got everybody out of the car, and then I looked down, I could just see an arm sticking out from underneath it.
Oh, no.
And so by that time, a couple more guys had come, and we just lifted the SUV up off of it. It was like one of those times when, like they say, you get really strong. So like 3 of us, my son and I, and this other guy, lifted the car up, and the 4th guy pulled her up.
So where does this come from? This just initial thing to just jump in and do it, while other people would probably just freeze. Well, I understand that they're considering you for a Joshua James Award and what have you, and you certainly deserve it.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And you must be proud of them.
Yeah, we're very